Hello, everybody. How's it going? How are you? I hope you're doing great. Today is Saturday, in case you didn't notice. Um, so this is my first time going live and having a guest in my videos. So I'm super excited, first of all, because I'm doing a video for you and because I have a great guest. His name is Reggie. And he's an action taker, and he inspires me every day. And every time I need to take action, I'll go to his workbook that he beautifully designed with awesome questions, so you can take action every day. So let's see what he has to say and how he got there. So bear with me. Yes, I love it. How are you, Reggie?
I'm fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for inviting me, Laila.
Oh, you're
Great to be here.
so very welcome. You know that we always talk every week. You and I talk about taking action, right, in life and the importance of it. So, can you talk to me about more about what do you mean about taking action and why you want to inspire people to take action?
Yeah, because, well, if you don't take action in life, what are you going to do? That's the first question. You have to ask yourself first, right? Why do you want to take action? And, well, the thing is, like, how I came about that is that I acknowledged that we are only live once in a lifetime on this earth with our mind, body, and soul. Just once. And I think this life deserves the best out of us. Mm-hmm. Because we were given this gift to be here on this earth. It's a gift. And some people take it for granted. But it's a huge gift. And that's why I think I really have to give this life that I was granted, right? My best. So that's the first thought. That's the first thought I have.
Yes, and I agree. You know, when in talking about having one life and what we are going to do with it, I always tell my clients and everybody that I meet and I talk to, I like to tell them that we have to choose. What do you choose? You choose to stay the same way, mm-hmm. or you want to change? How do you want your life to be, right? Because we can stay in this road complaining and doing nothing, or we can take action and go the other way that will perhaps we are afraid of because we don't know what's going to happen.
Right. If you look at your life, mm-hmm. like I'm right now, like say 37 years old, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I look at my life back and I say, okay, for so many years, I lived that kind of life, right? Mm-hmm. And it was all right. But actually, I deserve more and I want more. So if I continue that way, how I lived the whole time, nothing is going to change. Mm-hmm. Nothing at all. So that's why I have to change from within first. Like there are kind of 3 steps that really bring me forward, that really bring me to become or to be an action taker. And one is, first of all, you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision to change, and you have to make a decision to be an action taker.
Yes.
This is very, very important. It's vital because it's like it's title, right? It's a title like action taker. I'm an action taker, and you have to own this title. That's the first thing. The second one is that you get in state all the time, that you're in state. Like before this call, right? We scheduled this call for a couple of days before. And right before this call, I got in state because I want to provide the best to our audience, yes. Right? So I say, okay, I have to be in state because I want to motivate other people to be the best, what they can be in their life. We have so many hidden gifts inside of us, but many people don't know how to release them.
Exactly. Well, we don't know. We don't know why, because we grew up with people telling us, perhaps, at least in my case, I'm not going to talk about everybody else or put everybody in the same bag. but just putting limits in front of me, you know, and I wasn't motivated to take more action and okay, so to pursue my dreams. It's like, okay, so I think that is very important that, first of all, understanding that we are more than what we were taught, right? That we
Yes.
have more inside of us. And that's huge. It's like we have so many limitations, but really there is no limit to what we can do, right? I'm not gonna say
Exactly.
I'm going to be Superman, but I'm gonna be much better than what I was 40 years ago or more. I'm not gonna tell you my age. So you know, I totally understand, and I agree. I'm with you on that one. But yeah, just, and
Yeah,
you
it's
say there
true.
were 3 parts, right?
Yeah, right. And
Yes.
the other one is actually that you don't just think about yourself, that you think about the people who surround you,
Mm-hmm.
like your family, your spouse, the people that you can inspire. Because when you are the first person who takes action,
Yes.
other people see that and say, how did he or she do that?
Yes. Yes.
Can I do the same? Oh, this person is inspiring.
Yes.
Beautiful. Let me ask him or her why actually he's doing that or she's doing that, right?
And
This
at
one
the end,
person.
it's like, how, you know, how did you do
Right.
it? Why you look
Yeah.
so radiant? Well, I'm taking care of myself.
Uh-huh.
I
And
am
it all
loving
starts here.
myself. Yes,
It all starts here in your mind.
exactly.
That's the first step. Like you mentioned right now, the limitations.
Mm-hmm.
And I had so many limitations. Like starting at school, you can say, like when the teacher said something to you, right? Because
Yes.
maybe he was mad because another person was loud in class or so. And
Yes.
then you said something, and then there came like an argument or so, and there came a limitation from this person. And this limitation stays with you for so many years until you understand, hey, actually, that's not true. Until you have this breakthrough. And unfortunately, like many people, they try to have this breakthrough, but they don't get it, right? And therefore, you need to have a very strong mindset, like to
Yes.
get through that. It's like a wall, like me, but I know these walls can be destroyed. You can break through because you have the power to do that.
And how do we do that? How do we get to that state of mind in order to break through our limitations? The limitations that either were implemented on us or also they come from us as well.
Yes.
We can create it ourselves. So what are those limitations or beliefs, and how can we break free from them? Or
Yeah.
work with them? I don't know, probably, perhaps it's not breaking free, but learn how to live with them. And regardless of the limitation, we can still take action.
The thing is, like, I think how you can break through a wall that stands in front of you, really big, like thick, right? You need to have a lot of self-confidence. You
Okay.
need to believe in yourself. It's a power. It's like a muscle. The more you believe in yourself, the stronger this muscle becomes, right? And bigger and bigger. And there are people like, and I really look up to them, right? Like you can say anything to them. You can say like, oh, you're not going to make it. You failed so many times. But these people, they stand up again. They stand up and they go forward. They do it
Yes.
because they believe in themselves.
Yeah.
They don't have any limitations. And this is a real action taker, right? Like the more belief you have in yourself, the more you can reach. And the posture of yourself is going to be very different too. Like if you believe in yourself and you enter in a mall or in a hall, right, filled with people, and you know what you're about. Let's say you're going to give a presentation or so, and you believe in yourself. You know what's going to happen. Like, you know, okay, I'm going to stand there. I'm going to give a great speech. I'm going to, let's say, inspire some people or so, and you can see it that you're filled with your self-belief inside of you. And I think that's a big key to break through any wall that stands in front of you, to believe in yourself. And this is a training. You can activated too.
Okay, how do we do that? I have some ideas, but I want to know from your point of view, or how you did it, you know, if you want to share your experience.
Yeah, of course. Glad to do that. I use flashcards a lot.
Okay.
Like many flashcards everywhere. Like in my bathroom, I have flashcards and I have like affirmations on them. One is, for example, there stands like, I'm determined, right? I'm determination, you can say. I'm focused, right? I'm strong, I'm vigorous, I'm a warrior. So I have these flashcards everywhere. And each time when I see them every single day, I go there, I read them, and I feel it. It's not just about reading. It's not about seeing them. You have to feel it inside of you.
Yes.
Life is about feeling. You really need to feel these words.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes no, like either when I meditate or when I say an affirmation on my own, there is a difference. I can sense, and I can feel the vibration some days, and the difference when I don't feel that vibration inside of me, because not because I don't believe it, it's just because sometimes that day is not the day, you know. But yeah, I get it. It's like a tingling sensation in my body. And in my case, it's just all around here, and mostly in my heart chakra, you know. That's when I feel that vibration, and it's like a opening up, and then it's like, oh, like a surge of energy. And it's like, yes, this is the affirmation for me, you know, for today. Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, it's so true what you said. Yeah, I loved it a lot. And you know, when you have ordinary days and you don't have this feeling, and then you remember the days when you were in this, let's say, spirit, right?
Yeah.
It's the difference, right? There's a big difference between both of them.
Yes. Oh, totally.
Totally, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then I always say to myself, when I have such a, not a bad day, but like a normal day or like an ordinary day kind of, I say to myself, what do I want to experience right now? Do I want to experience ordinary, right? Do I want to be ordinary, or do I want to experience this great feeling, this beautiful feeling where the energy is surrounded, right? My whole body is surrounded by this energy, just as you said right now. Or do I want to experience that? Yes. And I always go for that one because it makes life beautiful, right?
It is, isn't it? It's
yeah.
like, you know, when I told you what we shared at the beginning is like what I say to my friends, to people, to my coaches is like, okay, where do you want to go? You want to stay in the same place, or you want to go to the unknown and the place where you want to go, where your dreams are, you know, what you want to do in life. Yeah, and I got lost. I got lost, but I was going somewhere with that.
Yeah. I was just thinking maybe the audience would like to hear like, what is going to happen when you fail? You know, but people fail a couple of times, right? And then they give up.
And then they give up, yes. And then, well, there were some times I failed, but you know, what is failure?
Yeah, what is failure?
Failure, at the end of the day, it is part of the learning process. It is part of like, you know, falling down and coming back up. We see failure as a negative thing. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just want to say that's so powerful when you get up again. That's so powerful.
It is. But failure, you know, I think is again, one of the society's, you know, ooh, failure. No, you don't fail in life, you know? Yes, you do. Yeah. And that's what we learn. That's the beauty of it. So because then you can see the difference when you fail. It's like when something, what does that mean? It's like, okay, it didn't work out. Why? And then you start analyzing and questioning yourself. Okay, instead of like grasping for the drama or trying to be the victim of being a failure. Oh, I failed at this. Well, just look at it this way. It is a learning process. It is a learning experience. Okay, so then you ask yourself, okay, what do I need to learn from this experience? Why this didn't work out,
Mm-hmm.
instead of being a failure or failed at something? Why this thing didn't work out? Okay, what can I do to make it better next time? What can I
Right.
do to succeed? Do I need to learn a new skill? Do I need to change my way of talking, of, running or jumping, anything that you decide to do? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, failure belongs to life.
Yes.
And we have to experience this so we can even celebrate more the success. You know?
Yes. And it's
It's
like
like day and night, kind of.
exactly. I was gonna say the yin and yang.
Yeah,
We have those balances, and that is part of our lives. We have males and females.
hmm,
We have good and bad. We have
right.
black and white, like you
Yeah.
say,
Yes,
day and night.
it just belongs to life. And the good
Yes.
thing is, I mean, if you failed a couple of times in life, you can tell the story to other people, right?
Yes.
And you can give them even hints and recommendations what not to do because you lived already through it. So
Yes.
the people who hear you, right, they can shorten the time to
Yes.
achieve their goal.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's even beautiful. So you can always see something what you think is negative from a different perspective.
Yes.
Look at it from different angles and
Yes.
not just with your own eyes. Look at it like step out of yourself, take a step back even, look at it, and then, as you said, analyze it, right? And look at it from a different perspective and say, okay, and now I can see why I failed. Okay, I did that wrong. Next time I'm not going to do that because I learned from it. Yeah.
Yes. It's like, in a way, removing the emotions out of the equation, right?
Yeah.
Removing the emotions. Otherwise, it will be, because I've been there. It's like, oh man, what a failure. What did I do wrong? But in a more feeling like the guilt inside of me, feeling ashamed because of that. And that's how in my past I got consumed by my emotions, instead of, until I got to a point in my life where I started shifting, and viewing the situation in a different way, like you say, stepping out and seeing it in a way with cold eyes, being more observant, of the
Yes, yeah.
situation. Yes.
And all the people who already failed, yeah, I can say
Yes.
like, congratulations.
Yes.
Now they're gonna say like, why do you congratulate me for failing? Because
Yes.
you made the first step.
Yes.
If you don't fail, that means you never tried, right?
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I love. Yes.
So making the first step is such a big thing, and you can celebrate that a lot.
Yes.
And then even when you fail, you can say, hey, at least I tried, and I can try again.
And yeah, try again, take action again. And
Right.
that's
Yeah.
what we're talking about, action.
Uh-huh.
Tell me more
Yeah.
about action. Why, besides because we have one life to live, and what inspires you to do this? Why do you want to inspire people to take action?
I always think about the end of my life,
Yes.
like when I'm gonna die, right? And then I'm gonna look back, and I want to say to myself, I gave my best. I gave my best, but I have a vision for myself what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like as I told you like at the beginning, I want to inspire people to take action, to realize that they only live here once,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so at the end of my life, I want to say, yeah, I gave my best all the time, right? Because I have the ability, I have the energy. And why should I not use that, right? All the energy that we have inside of us,
Mm-hmm.
I'm using it. I have to. It just belongs to me. This spirit here inside in my whole body, it's a gift. I need to use that.
That's
So,
beautiful.
thanks.
That's beautiful. Yeah, and that's what we're here for. And
Yeah.
how we're going to use it, I think it's important, and that not only use it, but how to utilize it, how to utilize the energy that you have inside, the inspiration, that we have inside, the experiences that we have, what do we do with all of that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, what I always like, I have some role models, right? I look up to them and I say, if they can do it, I can do it too. Why not? They're humans, I'm human. Okay, perhaps they practice a lot, right? They train themselves. Okay, so I have to do the same. I have to practice, I have to train.
Exactly. To be able to change and to be able to get to where you want to go, where we want to go, and anybody else who's watching, whoever wants to you know, conquer a goal or take action, and it's just like, yeah, taking action, have a clear mind of what you want to do, what is your dream, where do you want to go, and then from there taking, you know, I think every day taking steps, taking actions in order to reach what you want to reach.
Yeah.
The main question is, what do you want and why? Why?
Yeah, true. Yeah. And when you're on your way, when you figured it out, why, right? Like the adding why, like when you answer the question why, it's like adding value to it, to your goal.
For example?
Yeah. And like, yeah, tell me one goal that you want to have, like what you want to reach.
Let's see. My goal is to live a simple life.
Okay. To live a simple life. All right. So how are you going to reach that? Or why do you want to reach that? Let's say, why do you want to reach it?
Why? Because in the past years, I felt and I lived in a constantly moving, you know, constantly moving physically and mentally, meaning there is just a lot of activity here. And also feeling that I needed to be active, you know, every single minute of every single day. And I admire the people who would like to stay active, and it's their personality. But I found out that my personality and the way that I work the best is by slowing down. And that's why I want to live what did I say, a quiet life, a slow life. Slow life meaning just doing what I love, and not trying to run a marathon, like a 1K or 200 meters, you know, fast run. No, mine is going to be slow and steady, and at the same time taking time for myself to do self-care, to disconnect from media, from computers. And honestly is that connecting with myself more. And that's when I felt the power, that's where I had the power. When I was quiet.
Yeah.
When I was quiet, when I didn't have any external influences.
Yeah, I see. And first of all, I have to say it's great that you figured out what makes you alive.
Yes, exactly.
You figured it out. You figured it out. Like, you know yourself.
Yes.
And it, I think it took some years, right?
Many years.
A couple of, yeah.
Many years, many influences, like, you know, family, exes, and even gurus, mentors, you know, that it's okay. I learned from each one of them. But I found what works best for me.
Yeah. And so this was a breakthrough for you to figure out who you actually are.
Yes.
And that's a big breakthrough, because I mean, it takes so many people so many years to find out who am I actually.
Yes.
Right?
And what do I want? What do I want? Not what others want. What do I want for me? What makes me feel good? And then this is my why. Why? Because it makes me feel so good. Like you say, the vibration, the happiness, and it's so, you feel alive, you know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can feel that. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. It's beautiful. So when you have like these whys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then your goal to live a simple life,
Yes.
because you know exactly like, if I'm going to live a simple life, I'm going to feel that way. And this is
Yes.
what you aspire.
Yes.
And the more whys you're going to have, the stronger your belief and your action's going to be to reach that goal.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
the more whys you put on top of it, right, brick by brick, nothing is going to hinder you to reach that goal.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why it's important to have many different and various whys.
Yes. Okay. Go deeper and deeper every time, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
So nice that you said to live a simple life. I like that.
Yes. Thank you. I mean, it took time to accept that.
Right. Yeah.
Because of what people would say. Is this the right thing for me? I felt like I was forcing myself to live in a certain way. And then I'm like, slow down.
Uh-huh.
What's happening here? When do you feel the best?
Right. True. Yeah.
You know?
This is what you have to know. When do you feel
Yes.
the best? Yes. I think everyone should ask him or herself that question.
Yes. When do you feel at your best? I think that would be the proper English. When do you feel at your best, and why you want to do it? Why you want to do what you want to do? Yeah, there was a quote, going back to the end of our days. There was a quote from an actress, and I don't remember her name. And she said, like, looking back to the years, right, that she lived,
Yeah.
it's like, I can't believe that I was the one that got to live the life that I lived.
Uh-huh. So she felt like a chosen one.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
so everyone is chosen.
And she did everything that she wanted to do. So, and let me tell you, that's how I want to live my life. You know, and in a way where I am happy and joyful and at peace, and doing anything that I want to do. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, and you can.
Yes.
Exactly. The cool thing about everything about living is that you can.
Yes.
You just have to do the part, right, that is necessary to do it. Like,
yeah.
You want to live a simple life? Okay, what do I have to do to live a simple life?
Exactly.
Right? Should I move again? No. Where's going to be my destiny? Right? Kind of.
Yes.
What do I have to let go?
Yes.
What should be in my life? Who do I want to have in my life?
Yes.
What do I want to focus on?
Yes.
All these kind of questions. And just one more thing, like what I would like to mention here is that people should start to write everything down. Like, take a piece of paper and write it down.
Exactly.
This helps.
Yes.
This helps a lot, because then you see it with your own eyes, not on the laptop or on the PC or so. Take a pen and a paper and write everything down with your own hands, and then see it in front of you. And then just like, I say it, like, inhale it, kind of, right?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Take it in, and have a look, and then take it and put it away for a couple of days. Look at it again. And then maybe you're gonna see something there, and you say, "Oh, I wrote that down a couple of days ago. Okay, how do I do that? How can I reach that?" It's gonna open your eyes, and you're going to expand your horizon. This is what I learned. So I love to write it down, and I even love to write down like cons and pros. Like, I take a piece of paper, I divide it in half, you can say, with a line, and then I write like pros and cons, and I write everything down. It helps me a lot.
Yes.
No,
it
it's
is.
so simple.
Yes, and pencil and paper.
Yeah.
We don't need anything more than that, and our ideas and our dreams, and then take action.
Yeah, that's where everything starts.
This is wonderful. Okay, I think we gave it all, or part of it, and we gave you guys, everybody who's watching, we gave you some ideas of what to do, right?
Right.
And
Right.
how to start. Okay.
Challenge life.
Yes.
Don't be challenged by life.
Exactly. Okay.
Thank you very much for this invitation, Laila. I loved it.
I loved it too. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Have a beautiful day.
Bye.
Bye.